tough, eh? Well, that's the sort of sound that a lot of people with 6-cylinder Commodores and Crewmen expect, but it just can't happen because they don't have the 8 cylinders, they don't have 5.7, 6 litre or 6.2 litre engines. That was a 3.5 inch on a Crewman. What you're about to see is a 6-cylinder VY Crewman, where I have indeed upgraded it. What I've done is gone from where the collector is at the front, being a Series 2 VY. It has the 2 cats at the front. I thought it was a Series 1. It wasn't. Upon arrival, gave the customer some options on what to do, and he wanted a bigger, deeper note, but no restrictions, and not sound like every other Commodore, but not raspy. Keep watching, you'll see what I did, and then I'll show you what a code open muffler looks like for the back of a Commodore and Crewman in the 6-cylinder form. And I believe the 8 cylinders are the same anyway, just a slightly different diameter in some of them. Most of them were the same though, just like way back in the HQs. You could get a 173 6-cylinder motor or a 350, and they had the same muffler. Okay, here we go. The mighty Crewman V6 VY, 3.8 litres of Ecotech excellence. Also incredibly quiet. How quiet? Right, having just put a little bit of privacy cardboard there over the license plate, I'll give it a rev. Not really any sound there, is there? Let's have a look at what a standard one looks like. The Ecotech. And, well, welding, so... Oop, no, we've lost our life protection. Quick, someone get the oxygen. Run for it, quick, quick. There we go. How many kilometricos do we have on the odometer? 230,428. Now for the underneath reveal before I get to play with it. Hitting, of course, the like and follow button. Are you doing that? Just down there. Like, comment, share. Up we go. Look, it's becoming elevational. This is why a Crewman is not a Commodore. I have a big solid rear axle under them. These are a heavy duty utility. Now, the Commodore utilities have independent rear suspension in these, and the pipework goes under things, and well, it's only got the diff centre and a couple of drive shafts, one either side. These are a serious vehicle. Okay. This one has got the twin cat system on it, which I wasn't expecting, but it's been modified already to have high flow catalytic converters, and they are Euro 3 compliant. That's fine. The idea was I was going to come back from the single mounted cat, which this one doesn't have, in 2.5 and modify the catalytic converter. Well, I won't need to do that. It comes out from the manifolds into high flow cats, so I'll be going from these flange plates here in 2.5 inch, collecting it back. I might even give him the option of me modifying it here. It'll keep the cost down for him, and this is a bit bigger, but I'll give it a measurement. Whatever it takes to do it the economical way, but the right way. We'll see how we go. And the standard, these are 57mm or 2.25 inch. Normally got another rubber mounting up there and little clips to hold things together. Supposed to be another rubber there, but anyway, that's why it's here. It's going to be allowed to breathe a bit, and he wants to be able to hear it. He'll do that. Anybody with a Crewman that's got a V8 one, Scroll back to February 2023 in my videos and you'll hear a real sexy 3.5-inch system I did on a Crewman. It had an LS1 Gen 3. This won't sound like that, it hasn't got the engine, but I can certainly improve on what's here. Alright, so much for as it arrived, and the surprise is always a surprise, and I'll just deal with that accordingly. It's here today until it is completed, but I'll start by disassembling it now. Back later, guys and ladies. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, that's all it takes. Keep in the loop. I've trimmed back the intermediate pipe and given it a big buff internally and externally. It's pointless really going any further forward because of the tubing size that goes to the manifold, and it's already got high flow cats. So what I've done, I've measured it. That is in fact 2.5 inch there. New plate there, and I'll build back from there. So preparation is key. Get rid of any grottiness there and internal. I don't want porosity in the weld. It must be strong. Nice brand new thick plate. Well, the front's all plated up, cleaned, prepped, painted. I've already gone ahead and made the intermediate section for it. And being a crewman, there's not that many I get to see. I know what works on a 5.7, but on a 3.8, well, I'm going to put a large offset resonator in there, start it up and have a listen. I'm thinking, yes, certainly something on the back, but I don't know exactly what yet till I do it. But the rest of it's all pre-made back to there. This section can come out, the next section can come out just by simply undoing some bolts. If at a later time it wishes to put extractors on it, they'll come down to here somewhere, but never in the same spot, and just remake back to that in a bigger size if he chooses. But that'll mean upgrading the catalytic converters. And it's not here for that today. He's got a budget and I'm going to absolutely smash that. It's going to come way under what he's expecting, which makes me happy too. Alrighty, carrying on. Well, I've got it outside the building for now. I've built back over the rear axle. I don't like the sound of it. I knew it was going to need something at the back. I'm just waiting on another one that's pre-booked to come in. I'll take care of it and then finish the Crewman. The Crewman's here until finished, so there's no stress there at all. I can play with different sounds coming out the back and just fine-tune it for him so it's nice, a bit deep. You'll never get it as deep as a 5.7 or 6 litre. But anyway, the Ecotech 3H, you can get a good sound out of them. Very, very different to the alloy techs. Okay, so please pay close attention, especially if you are a trainee exhaust technician somewhere. You want to try to give your customers the best sound, and sometimes you say, oh, that should work, and you do it and you go, oh no, it was no good. Trial and error is sometimes your best way. Now, being a crewman, I think I've only done about 3 of them in the last 5 years, and no 2 are the same. This one's not a 5.7 like that beautiful one back in February. This one's a 6. It's a good on a 6, but it's never going to sound like a Gen 3. So I have built it back to where you saw in the last post, but I want it deeper. So I've put a 3-inch flange plate onto the 2.5, and a little mandrel bend to bring it down and just under. Now I'm going to start up and give you sound bites 3 ways. 1, just pipe. It doesn't matter, it doesn't come out the back, you get the drift. Secondly, a 5-inch round resonator, the 8 on, and I don't mean a hot dog. Third one, full size body muffler, but straight through. You'll get to hear all 3. I've already had a listen, I know which one I'm going to choose to put on the car. If I'd have done it in just 2.5, still raspy. I can tell you it's V6 Commodore, so have a listen. It might take me a minute or 2 to swap them out, but pay attention, be patient please, it's worth a listen. Well, I think it's worth a listen anyway. If you're still watching, you think it's worth a listen. So, okay, here we go, straight pipe. side tilt tray. In my opinion, the first one, too very abrasive. The last one, not that much different from a standard one, only you can hear it, and not really giving me the tone I'm looking for to say, hey, I've got a bit of punch. The one in the middle, I reckon he's going to love it. And I've gone to the 3-inch, not the 2.5, but only at the very back. They're still going to maintain all the torque, the better flow. He's just got everything working properly, and there we go. All right, when it's completed, I'll give you a further soundbite. So one final look at what's been done. All painted up, Australian-made product, manufactured in-house, new rubbers, and of course retaining clips. The retaining clip up there as well. Everybody seems to forget that mount, but anyway, it needs to be there. It is in fact touched by the Muffman and today's date. Little mandrel down and tip coming out the back. Let's see what it sounds like, shall we? Let's set the tripod of doom up here and pause. And now the final soundbite. It is a Crewman, it is a 2-wheel drive, it is a family car, and it's not a rev-heat car. So there we go, all done, better fuel economy, deeper note. It'll allow the power of the engine to come out to the back wheels better, less restriction. So 290 Albert Street, thanks very much, and I really appreciate Lee for allowing me to sort out his Crewman for him. Have a great weekend, and please do hit that like, little dot or comment or something. Thanks very much. And all those not following the page, please follow. Helps me get up the list. I may get a bit of free advertising somewhere, who knows. Anyway, it's not worth any money to me, but just nice to know I get my name out there more. More and more people from Hervey Bay and all that sort of thing, they're now making inquiries. But no, I still will not fit supplied product twice today. Bye for now.